Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to deliver some late breaking physical media news. That's right, guys. I had the stuff 4K review from Arrow Video coming out today, but we got some stuff that was dropped today on A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I know we've talked about A Nightmare on Elm Street to death, but I think this is official. I think it's official. Who knows anymore, like what's real, but this was on groove.com, and I don't think that they're run by trolls. So I think that they get their stuff directly from the studio. And then, of course, Amazon has it as well. And then it's also on blu-ray.com. But look, guys, look, are you ready for this? I'm getting ready to bring it up. You already saw on the thumbnail, so it doesn't matter. But A Nightmare on Elm Street, the 7-film 4K collection. It got its official artwork reveal. Now, this is the standard version. There is a steelbook version. Actually, there's two steelbook versions. We're going to get into one of them and the speculated artwork on that. That is not like officially on Amazon yet, so I want to make that clear when I go into it. But it's pretty much confirmed that that's what the artwork's going to be. It's just not up on Amazon as of right now. But look at this, guys. A Nightmare on Elm. What do you guys think of this? What do you think of the cover? What do you think of the red case? Like that's I honestly don't know how to feel about that. Like I when it comes to like 4K cases, I'm kind of a purist and I like them all to just be black. And you don't see it too often with the red case. I feel like there was one movie that did a 4K red case, and I can't. I know Mean Girls or something did a pink case before, but yeah, that's kind of different. And I look, guys, when Warner Brothers, when they put up their standard editions to pre-order, usually on groove.com first, and then it goes to Amazon, then Blu-ray.com. Like the images they choose to show are like without slip covers. I'm almost like 100% positive this will have a slip cover because they did the same thing to James Bond. And I'll be doing a lot of James Bond comparing in this video because we got some James Bond news, and I want to kind of go over that and then kind of discuss what that means for the future of Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K as well. But yeah, usually when Warner Brothers announces a new 4K release, it shows off a slipless version, but I'm sure that's going to have a slip cover by the time that it comes out. But yeah, I don't it looks cool. We could have got worse, as we saw a few weeks ago when we covered that AI artwork mess. We could have got way worse. And honestly, like just last year with the Nightmare on Elm Street, the original Nightmare on Elm Street artwork like wasn't great. A lot of people were complaining about that. This is fine to me. I mean, this is the look of Freddy on the box set, on the DVD box set. Like this is the image they use on the DVD box set. Like one side is this, and then the other side is New Nightmare Freddy. So I'm all for it. I think it looks great. I like that he's in red. It's fine. It could be much worse. I guess, and it's not perfect, but it could be much worse. And yeah, this is just a standard case. I've been talking about this guy since the beginning. Okay, I've been talking about this for probably 2 years, ever since like the Rocky set came out. I've been saying when a Nightmare on Elm Street gets a 4K collection, it's going to be in a regular small case, flippable disc. That's what it's going to be. That's what the regular collection is going to be. And if you want the box set, you got to get the steel books. Like that just is what it is. They've done this with like James Bond just got a 6-film set. It was in a little a standard 4K case with a slip cover. Like that's just what it is at this point. So that's what a Nightmare on Elm Street 7-film collection is. This will have 7 discs, 7 4K discs. There will not be any Blu-rays in this, but there will be a digital code. Now, an interesting thing is that this is going for $99.95. And that is the same price that the Bond films were priced at when they first came out. And this has one extra movie, and this has like additional cuts and I think brand new special features. So really cool, I think for this to have the same price point as the James Bond set when it's got one more movie and it's got new special features, which James Bond did not have. But yeah, $99.95 for 7 movies on 4K. Like you really honestly, like, yes, it'll probably go cheaper at some point. Like Warner Brothers stuff usually goes down in price, a couple of months after. Like this could go down to 90, could go down to 80 within a few months. But still, like $100 for this, that's a good price, in my opinion. I'm sure there's gonna be people that complain, but that's less than $15 a movie on 4K. And maybe you have the first one on 4K. I get the complaints there for sure. But it's not a bad price at all. It's not a bad price at all. So I'm happy about that. Now this is on Groove. groove.com. I will link the groove.com website down below, or this link right here. But I'll also link Amazon as well. On Amazon, it is currently 104. I think it's like 104.50 or something like that. So not much more. If you prefer to order off of Amazon, you can do that. I'll link them both down below. But I don't think, I could be wrong, I think at a certain point you get free shipping on Groove. So I don't think that that's a factor with Groove, the shipping costs. And if you've never used Groove before, if you start an account, you can get 20% off. So if you've never used Groove, if you've never used that coupon, you could get this for 80 bucks basically on groove.com. So that's another thing to point out as well. The release date, guys, September the 23rd, 2025, which seems about right. I mean, last year, I think it was early October for Nightmare on Elm Street, but usually they're big horror titles. The Warner Brothers, like, big horror titles usually come out at the end of September. I'm thinking Poltergeist, Lost Boys, The Exorcist. They all had September release dates. I think a Nightmare on Elm Street last year, like, initially was supposed to come out in September, then it got pushed to October, which could happen here as well. But that's it. I'm in awe, guys. I don't know what to say anymore. Like, it's official now. We got the artwork. We've been waiting on this for so freaking long. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, we don't have any details. Let me scroll over. This is a kind of a sideways image of it that'll kind of reveal how thick this case is going to be. Looks like it has a little girth to it. I still, this looks like it could be maybe the size of the Rocky 6 film collection, but I think it'll be a little bit smaller than that. I think it'll be maybe a little bit bigger than the James Bond collection, but a little bit smaller than the Rocky collection. But yeah, it's a good size. What do you want me to say, guys? Let's scroll over. And this is where it gets a little interesting. We got all the movies listed on the back. But down here, it says that it includes the theatrical and uncut versions for Nightmare on Elm Street, which the regular 4K did. But what a lot of people were speculating, a lot of people were hoping we get the uncut version and the theatrical version for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child. Which I've always look, I love all these movies. I'll be the only one I don't love is the second one, but I still love it. But that's probably my least favorite of the franchise, but it's moving up a little bit. I just never liked it when I was a kid. I'm growing more to appreciate it now. But Dream Child, I've always been a big fan of, and I can't remember which cut I watched, when I was a kid. I remember watching it on VHS, but I've seen the uncut version, but it's probably been a very small amount of time. So I'm glad to be able to get to watch this, in 4K, again, and just see like how brutal it can get versus the original theatrical cut, which from what I hear, like Dan's death is just so much more brutal. The motorcycle kill is so much more brutal in the uncut version. So I'm very excited to check that out for the first time. And then at the right here, it says 3D glasses for a portion of Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. So they are going to include 3D glasses in this set, as well as the steelbook, which we'll get to in a second. And at the bottom, it just says blood curdling special features. And I've heard there's going to be new special features. I've heard there's going to be new commentaries. We had the director of part two put out an image saying he was filming new special features with Robert Englund. Like, we've talked about all this stuff on the Physical Media Report, guys. If you've been, paying attention to the show, my weekly report that I do. And they talked about filming a new commentary as well. So I do think that there are going to be new special features on the set. Now, what extent that's going to be, like, are we going to have new features for every movie in this set? We didn't even get new features in A Nightmare on Elm Street last year. When the 4K came out, there was no features, which was kind of disappointing because Warner Bros. Has really started ramping up and doing new features for some of their movies. Like Lethal Weapon got new features. All the Clint Eastwood movies got new features. North by Northwest, Blazing Saddles, all kinds of Warner Brothers stuff has been getting new features. So hopefully this does as well. I mean, I'm not going to be super greedy and expect we get new features for every single film, but why not? I mean, this is supposed to be the ultimate collection. This is what we've been waiting for, right? It's crazy. I still can't believe it. It's real now, right? It's not just some troll on Blu-ray.com giving us giving us fake artwork. It's real. It's here. I'm in awe, guys. I know it may be stupid to some people, but it's like I've been waiting for this for such a long time, and it's finally here. It's finally here, and I just don't know what to say. So I was hoping on Groove that it would tell me like what the special features were going to be, but I'm sure we'll get it because we haven't gotten the official like Warner Brothers announcement, the press release. When I get that, I'll go over it, whether it's on the physical media report or I make another video talking about it. But when they reveal the special features, I'll be sure to cover it in one way or another. But yeah, it just kind of goes into the specs and all that kind of stuff. UHD coming out September the 23rd, runtime of 744 minutes, 7 discs. You got a little description up there at the top as well. But all right, guys. So yeah, I think I covered everything here. 99.95, and on Amazon right now it's going for 104. But I'll link them all down below in the description. Now let's get into one more thing I want to discuss here, guys, while we're on Groove. Let me share this with you. And I'm going to cover this again on the physical media report on Monday, but I wanted to talk about these because I think it's important for what may happen with the Nightmare on Elm Street movies in the future. So they announced today, Warner Brothers on Groove announced that and I think these are up for pre-order on Amazon right now too, but all 6 of the Sean Connery Bond films are getting standalone 4Ks. So they got that 6-film collection in June, and now it's announced they're going to be getting standalone 4Ks on September the 23rd. So From Russia with Love, Dr. No, Diamonds Are Forever, Goldfinger, You Only Live Twice, and Thunderball, all getting separate standalone releases. Why is this important for Nightmare on Elm Street? Well, because there's a lot of people out there, guys. I don't get it personally. There's a lot of people out there that's like, you know what? I only want Dream Warriors. I only want Dream Master, or I only want New Nightmare. Like some people just like, I don't want to buy Freddy's Dead on 4K. I don't want to spend $100 for this collection to get Freddy's Dead and Dream Child movies I don't care about, or Freddy's Revenge. I just want the ones I love, which is perfectly fair. Like you should be able to buy the ones that you want on 4K. Like they should have standalone options. I'm always for options, guys. I'm always preaching about, giving us options with this stuff. So this is important because and they haven't done this with Rocky yet. And they didn't do this with Superman either. Like they had those collections and they didn't do standalone 4Ks for the Rocky films. They didn't do not even the first one. Now they did standalone steelbooks. That's important to note as well, but not standalone standard versions. Now with Superman, you didn't get standalone anything at all. Like it was just in that set. I think you got the standalone of the first one that came out a few years before, but then all the other ones you just had to get in either the steelbook set or the regular 4K set. But with Bond, and maybe this is going to be a new trend, and maybe they will go back and do Rocky. You're getting all 6 of these movies standalone from that 6-film collection that came out back in June. So I'm thinking that maybe if this is a new trend, if they do the same thing here with Nightmare later on, we could be seeing, come January, February next year, possibly, or maybe it'll take a year for them to do it with Nightmare. I don't know. We could be getting single versions of the Nightmare on Elm Street films on 4K, and I'm sure these are going to have slip covers as well and all that stuff. So if you just want Dream Warriors, if you just want Freddy's Revenge, again, this is something I'm just speculating, guys. I don't know this for sure. I'm speculating based on the information I have available to me. But I'm just saying, because there are people that just want like certain ones, maybe wait a few months. We've been waiting long enough, right? What's a few more months? Maybe wait a few more months, and then you'll get a standalone version of Dream Warriors. You'll get a standalone version of New Nightmare. Who knows? But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was kind of relevant to the Nightmare set. Now, let's jump over to the Blu-ray, to the good old Blu-ray.com forums, because this image of the Steelbook set, which is supposedly going to be the Amazon exclusive set that I did pre-order, I think it went up for like 170. It's unfortunately not in stock right now or not available to pre-order. I'm hoping that it comes back, and when it does, I will post it in my community tab or somewhere. But this is the look, not official look, but the temporary look at the Steelbook set that's supposedly going to be the Amazon exclusive Steelbook set. Now, we don't really have any word on, like, maybe this will be pretty close to what the UK version is, but the UK version supposedly has the Blu-rays, which, wouldn't cause too big of a difference or anything. You would just add the Blu-rays into the Steelbook. It shouldn't change, like, the dimensions of the set. But right here, you got the certificate of, the numbered certificate of authenticity right there, which was, I think that was noted in the Amazon set. Then you got the 3D glasses, which I'm sure those are going to be the same 3D glasses that are in the regular 7-film collection. But the actual, like, steel tin case itself, or library case, whatever they're calling it. It does have the colors of the Freddy sweater. Now, I don't hate this, but the only thing I don't like, and I hope that we actually get when it's official, is I want that logo. Like, and maybe it's on the other side, but I want the Nightmare on Elm Street logo like front and center, at least with the sweater. Like, I don't just want it to be the plain like green and white sweater. I want the logo on there, at least, like the actual like title, A Nightmare on Elm Street, on there. Again, I don't hate it. I would love some cool, like, newly commissioned artwork with Freddy that just kind of blends all seven of the movies together, like Scream Factory would have done, or Arrow Video. But it's fine. Like I said, it could always be worse. The thing that I in was the most concerned about is what's the steelbook artwork going to look like, and it looks like they're just going with the original posters, which is great. Like the original posters on steelbooks, like those are all going to be awesome, and that looks like that's what they're going with, and I think that's what a lot of people, including myself, kind of speculated they would do. I mean, Dream Master has such a great poster that's going to look great on a steelbook. But yeah, you got Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Revenge, Dream Warriors, Dream Master, Dream Child, Freddy's Dead. Guys, look, I got the shirt on right here. I love Freddy's Dead. I don't care what anybody says. I freaking love it. That was one of the first ones I watched when I was a kid. I was probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 when I watched that movie. And I think that pretty much, like, that one and Dream Master, like those are the ones that kind of hooked me into the franchise. Um, just because those, I think, are a little bit more kid friendly than the other ones were. And then I just kind of started watching all of them on repeat after that. But yeah, I freaking love these movies, guys. I'm so excited we're getting this level of treatment for Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, I'm not the biggest Steelbook fan, but if this is all I can get, or if this is all I can get, or all we can get, for an actual like legitimate collection, then I'm fine with it. Would I prefer a box set? Sure. But at the end of the day, again, it could always be worse, right? And I'm just excited to watch these on 4K. I'm just really excited to watch all these movies on 4K because they're going to look so freaking good. I hope they all look better than the first one. I like the first 4K, but I had some issues with it. But I feel like some of those later sequels are just really going to pop in 4K because they get like really creative, with the settings and stuff like that. So makeup effects and just some of the set piece kills and the dreams and stuff. I can't wait, guys. I am freaking excited. I hope you guys are too. We got an official release date of September the 23rd. We got an official artwork reveal of the standard edition and a not so official, but kind of official steelbook artwork release for the Amazon exclusive. So let me know what you guys think of all this in the comment section below, guys. Make sure to like this video. I would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. We cover all kinds of physical media here at Mid-Level Media, not just Nightmare on Elm Street, even though this is like maybe the 3rd or 4th video I've done this month on a Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. I'll be sure to link the Steelbook set. Even though it's sold out, I'll still link it just in case it comes back and somebody's watching this video when it comes back. I'll link it down below. I'll link the regular, standard edition, the Amazon link, the Groove link down below as well. And yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.